Good morning. And yes, it's a little bit slow on the jump start, but we're here. And the statement that we want to touch on this morning is God is all I need. It's not what I want, it's what I need. And the first thing we need to do is I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and needs and persecutions and distresses for Christ's sake. For when I'm weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians 12:10. So what that is focusing on is, in spite of difficulties, we are told as believers to focus on rejoicing about what we do have, not what we don't have, and to see the blessing and the good. And so good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Marie, and Jake, and everybody tuning in. He makes my enemies to be at peace with me. Proverbs 16:7. And how do you hang on to this relationship with God? Good morning, Judy and Lisa. Good morning. And we need to have God help us, and that's a fact. And in order to jump through your day, the only way you can do it is with God's help. And He does provide everything that we need. And we look to Him, whether in difficulty or no difficulty. We rejoice and we thank God for what He has done for us. And so I want to leave you with a thought today, to focus on this thought. That if I get a hold of God and God gets a hold of me, do they see the face of God when they see me in action with the love of God? Do they behold God's face? And so that's a bit of a deeper thought and makes us think about what people really see. It's not the image of me that I want to convey, it's the image of Christ. And I want to bring the image of Christ to them. And you know what? Christ is coming. And we need to be prepared. And every day, something is changing. Something new, something different. Never has there ever been so much change, at least in my lifetime, as there has been in this year 2020. And so we're not used to a lot of change like that. And especially it's change that we have no control over. And one of the things that we are focusing on is the frustration of so much change, so much never knowing what's going to happen, so much uncertainty, so much confusion. Well, you can jumpstart your week in a different way by focusing not on all the changes and the confusion and everything else, but focus on the fact that God has not changed. God is the same. God is caring for us in spite of difficulty. There are a lot of positives that have come out of this. Family relationships can improve because you have more time together. You're thinking of new ways to do things. There's so many different ways of change that have been positive. It's too easy to get into a rut and ignore the relationships that are so close to each other. And so God didn't give this disease. This disease doesn't come from God. And we need to understand that God gives us the solution. God gives us the blessing to overcome. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. Make the changes necessary and see the opportunities that are right in front of us. So many times our focus is, well, I just want what I want. But that's not what God said. He would supply your need and mine. So the focus is the need, not the want. Our culture today, as a commercial consumer, is about wants. I want everything. But Jesus is talking to us saying, you need me. And that's what you need. You need Christ. In order to have hope and to put aside the shame of sin and to overcome, you need Christ. Christ is all I need. And if I seek Him, all this other stuff He'll take care of. putting him first, number one in my life, that's the direction Christ has asked us to go. It's counterculture, but it is the best decision. Remember, wisdom begins with the fear of God or reverence for God. Blessing is in our hand, but if you don't take it, it does no good for you, okay? So I really, really encourage you to jumpstart your week, that God is near, and you can look at the confusion and be upset, or you can lay hold of the fact that God is supplying your need. And that is the most important part of everything that we say and do, is he's here in this vessel. I hope you make that decision, because someone out there needs to hear this morning, and you will have a great, fantastic week. And the best part is, it'll be the best day of your life to give your heart to Christ. Have a wonderful day and enjoy jumpstarting your week, looking at what Christ says you need, not what the consumers say you want. And you will have blessing. It's amazing. I didn't build this fireplace. It was provided. That's how you seek God first, and the provision comes afterwards. Watch what God will do. Have a great day and enjoy all that God has provided. He is all I need.